Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be the final part to A Court of Wings and Ruin. So far, I don't know what it is. I think it's mostly the action that has happened in this book. I am enjoying it so much more than the last book. And I really liked the last book. If you remember, I was like fangirling over the last book a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think this one's a winner. If you do not remember, basically what is going on now is the war has started. It has happened. Feyre, she got the monster in the library to work with them. She did not get the bone carver. She, one, didn't have time, and two, she was just kind of over his games and didn't want to look in the mirror because it scared her. So then she also went to the Surreal to get some answers as to where Hybern was and where the cauldron was, because Hybern is always with the cauldron. And the Surreal gave her a couple answers. He didn't answer her initial question, but he gave her stuff to go off of. Elaine, they were trying to use her psychic ability to see if she could figure it out. She couldn't. That's why Feyre went to the Surreal, and the Surreal told her to actually go through Nesta, see if Nesta could figure it out, because she was created by the cauldron, so she's also connected to it in a way that Elaine isn't, so she could have just as much, if not a better chance at figuring out where this cauldron is, where Hybern is, and figure out the location that they need to go to end this. Helion, actually, he found Feyre after the Surreal got killed, because yes, Ianth came and killed him. Also, Tamlin is a big butthead. He freaking told Hybern everything that was said at the meeting preparing for this war, so they kind of had to switch some things up. But Jurian, not a bad guy, shockingly. I literally put the book down after I finished that chapter and I just sat in the corner. I did not pick it back up. I was processing. So that was, for me, so far the biggest shock of the book was Jurian not being a bad guy. He's a good guy. What? So he ended up telling them Hybern was attacking the Summer Court and they started their war. So that is kind of the rundown of what all happened in the last book. It wasn't all in order. I'm sorry about that, but that is what happened. You are now caught up. We will get into this. I don't like having these intros being really long, but I tend to ramble a lot, so we're just gonna go into it. Not only was Nesta able to find the cauldron, locate it, when Feyre joined Nesta in her mind, they opened a door so the cauldron could also see them and be aware of them. And it took Elaine. It has Elaine. Elaine is not at the camp. I'm thinking that she's either dead and it's just using her cloak that they found to trap them, or they're using that cloak to taunt them. Because the cauldron has Elaine whether she's dead or alive. She's there. Cauldron lured her away, and I don't know how I feel about that. I liked Elaine. Elaine was sweet. She was innocent. She was a doll. She does not deserve any of the things that have happened to her so far. So I'm a little scared. I'm a little worried. Is Elaine going to make it out alive? Is Elaine okay? Please tell me that Elaine is okay and that she is fine. I mean, we know she's not safe, but like, please tell me that she's fine. Feyre got Elaine back, thank goodness Elena's safe. She's safe, she's not hurt. But as they were getting her, Tamlin fought for Feyre to escape because the king was like coming to get her, and if it wasn't for Tamlin, he probably would have gotten Feyre. So Tamlin, oh my gosh, Tamlin risked his life for Feyre, which is kind of confusing, but like, thank you. But I'm confused as to why, because clearly Tamlin isn't very fond of Feyre for what she did. So why did he risk his life? I mean, like, he still loves her, but I don't know if I would call that love. I'm sorry. The way he treated her, how he acted, I don't know if I would call that love. But I mean, he saved her, so that was good. That's like the only good that he's done for her, other than like protecting her family, but like that's it. But Elaine is safe. Nesta and Feyre and Elaine, when they reunited, they held tight and like slept on the floor together, and like that was so cute. It made me tear up a little bit because it was just so sweet, and just I'm so glad that they were able to reunite and that Elaine was fine. That was really scary. I was like holding my breath as I was reading the pages. I would just like turn the page and I'd be like and then I'd take another deep breath and hold it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so more came out to Feyre, which honestly it makes so much sense because Azriel does not hide the fact that he's into her and she loves him, but not in that way. And now that she said it, it all makes so much sense now. And also, Amren found a way to destroy Hybern's army. That's what she says. Her words, not mine. But they all need to go to the cauldron. That's Amren, Feyre, and her sisters Nesta and Elaine. They have to go to the cauldron to stop it. So everyone's kind of getting ready to try to end this war. I'm on chapter 67 right now, so we're coming to an end. We're getting closer and closer, which makes me sad but also happy because I'm closer to the end. I'm closer to finding out what happens. But yeah, I do think it is kind of sad that even in a fantasy world, you still have people hiding from who they are from fear of being hurt or tortured or killed for being who they are, which is really sad. But I get why it's in the book, because it's to be relatable, to relate to people who are a little different. But I think what people fail to realize is that being different is totally okay. There's nothing wrong with being different. It's just who you are. And I like it when they've got books with characters who aren't afraid to be who they are, but I understand why they put characters who are afraid to fully be themselves, just because it's how the world is, which is really sad. But I hope that Mor can find peace, and I hope that she can come out soon. At least, like, tell Rice and Azriel. She needs to tell Azriel that she's not interested, at least, because that poor boy, she's just pulling him along. She needs to at least, she doesn't have to come out to him, but at least tell him that she is not interested. But I get she doesn't want their friendship or anything to be ruined, so, I mean, I don't know. We'll find out what happens with Mor and Az. But, I'm enjoying this book so much. So, I just finished chapter 68. Feyre ended up getting the mirror and giving it to the bone carver, and he revealed he only wanted the mirror to see if she was worthy, because apparently what you see is your true self, and that is what drives people mad when they look in the mirror. But Feyre, she did not go mad, or at least she's not showing it. So the bone carver is like, you're worthy, I will help you. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. We have the carver, and Feyre is going to have be the monster in the library. I cannot pronounce its name. The monster in the library is also fighting on them, so they've got two monsters, and they're gonna see if that's enough. And Feyre and Amren and Elena Nesta are gonna go to the cauldron and try to take the power back. So I really hope this works out for them. Feyre is starting to get really grim with her like thoughts of the war, and she's kind of already coming to the conclusion no one is really gonna survive, which is sad and scary. But I guess if you're in war, you kind of have to have that mindset, I guess, in a way, which is sad, and I don't like that, and it worries me. But I'm almost done with this book, and I'm kind of sad, but it's so good. I don't want to put it down. So Rice's like battle / goodbye speech absolutely made me cry. And then come to find out, not only was Feyre able to get the bone carver and Beatrix, I'm gonna be butchering that name this whole video. She was able to get those two. Rice ended up getting the Weaver, which is the bone carver's twin sister. So they're having a little reunion, and their chances of winning look like they might actually have a shot with these three entities, because they're very powerful. My hopes are slowly climbing up. I guess we'll see what happens. In a black dress, I'm dressed really nice. Let's just say I'm dressed for a funeral for the end of this book. I just got to chapter 72, and Feyre's dad, he brought an army to help them because he found out that his girls are now Fae, and he named his boats after them, and they're coming to save them after the bone carver got killed. The Weaver is like on her last breath. Luckily the monster from the library is still going, but I mean, it's not enough. It's not really looking too good. But knowing that we've got more people, and they found Vasa, the queen that Lucien went to look for, and then also their friends that from the war that they kept mentioning found out about this and came to help them, so they've got more help than they thought they were going to get. But knowing that Feyre's dad is there to help his daughters, just it makes me want to cry. I literally almost started crying before I picked up the camera. I feel like this video might very well end with me in tears, because this ending, the way it's ending so far, is so sad, and I hope it turns out okay. I really do. The fact that Elaine saved Nesta and Cassian, I mean, Cassian's in seriously rough condition and he might die from his injuries, but she saved them. I honestly didn't think we were gonna hear anything of Elaine, since she was supposed to be at the camps. I was ready to just read Nesta and Cassian's death, but Elaine freaking saved the day. I am so shocked. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my goodness. Also, Amren betrayed Feyre. What was that all about? I need answers on that, because what? She was supposed to be on their side. What happened? They just brought Rice back from the dead, and he took Amren with him. The past like 3 chapters I have just been like sobbing while reading them. I'm definitely gonna have to like recover from this book. I'm on chapter 78 right now, so I've still got some to go. But oh my goodness, this has been such a roller coaster. Okay, I just finished. I'm so glad that they're all okay. Amren is now Fae. She's not the creature that she was, but she's back with us. Rysand is back with us. Cassian survived. Azriel survived. They all survived, which, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for that. I just kind of wish we saw more people go. Maybe that's just me, but I like torturing myself. I like falling for a character, getting to know them, liking them, and then war hitting, and then them dying. I don't know what that says about me, but I do wish we had more of a consequence. I wish we had more consequences, other than just like, oh, the enemy's dead. And I mean, I guess there were like sacrifices, like Rice sacrificed his life knowingly to put the cauldron back together with Feyre. Amren knowingly sacrificed herself, but then they got brought back. Again, overall, I still really like this book. I still think I like this book more than the last book. I don't know, it was just something about it was just so charming. And then also I love the battle. I love reading about like wars and stuff, and just like the anticipation of, oh my god, what's gonna happen, who's gonna die, who's gonna live. I love that. So yeah, I think this so far is my favorite book of the series. I don't know what else to say, because you know, I already expressed my thoughts as I'm reading it, so I kind of like fall at a loss of words towards the end of these videos, because everything I wanted to say I've already said. But if you enjoyed this video, this series, give me a like, subscribe, and then if there's another series you want me to do, comment that below, because I would love to see what you guys are interested in. I would love to see what you guys want to have me to have in store. I think that's it for this video. Give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!